Hey guys, today I'm just showing you how I do my gungo rice and peas. It's pretty simple. It's a 1, 2, 3. I have my ingredients ready. I have my salt, my butter, I have a little granulated sugar, I have thyme, I have scallions, I have a scotch bonnet pepper, some garlic, I have my coconut milk, my gungo peas, which I'm using in the tin because I want the meal to go quicker than normal, and I have my jasmine rice. My water is already boiling, so I am just going to share with you how I actually do it, and everybody I believe does it like this. So my water is boiling. I'm going to add my salt and my butter. I'm going to add my scallions. I'm going to add my thyme. I'm going to add my sugar. I'm going to add my garlic. I'm going to squeeze my pepper. I normally do that. And then I'm going to open my tins and put them in the pot. I'm adding my coconut milk, and I'm going to allow that to simmer before I add my rice. Okay, here we go guys. For the second part of this meal, I'll be making some mango jerk pork chops. I'm gonna do it stovetop. I'm also gonna be spicing up the meal with some sweet potatoes, and of course I'm gonna show you this time around how I make my sauce. What I've done with my mango jerk sauce here that I made from natural ingredients, I added it to my pork, and I've used it to marinate the pork. That is nicely seasoned. I've used also white pepper, I've used paprika, I've used of course some salt, and I used my mango jerk sauce to actually rub it up on the pork and just have the pork marinating for over an hour now that the pork has been marinating in that sauce. So I'm going to put that in the pot and I'm going to braise it. But before I do that, I'm going to get my seasonings braised in my brown sugar and allow the sugar to caramelize. Here is my sugar. I'm going to use the sugar and I'm going to allow the sugar to caramelize in the pot with my seasonings. And then I'm going to add my pork and show you how simple it is to do stovetop mango jerk pork chops. So here also are my vegetables well cut up. My carrots cut in juliennes, my red, green, and yellow bell peppers, and my broccoli. I'm going to do some stir fry veg to add to the meal with the rice and peas, which I showed you earlier, and I'm going to show you the entire meal. These, what you see here, are for my sauce. I'm using ketchup, I'm using honey barbecue sauce, I'm using soy sauce, some sweet honey sauce as well. I'm also using my secret ingredient. You know, I always put wine in my sauce, especially when you're using pork, when you're cooking pork. So that is ready. And of course, this, based on the consistency, I know you know what it is. I'm not going to tell you. So sit back, guys, relax, and enjoy. Okay, guys, here is my braising pan. I've been heating it up from before. I'm going to add the oil because that pan is pretty hot. So I'm adding all the oil to the base of the pan, and I'm going to allow that to just heat up a little bit more before I add my seasonings and my sugar to caramelize. All right, just showing you my rice and peas pot that's bubbling. The pot, the coconut milk is actually cooked up. It's cooked up nicely. I'm going to now just go ahead and add my rice and allow this to simmer and steam, and I will keep you posted on that. I'll show you how it really goes. For rice and peas, what I do, I use my fork and I measure. I stick it down, and once I feel the rice, I know I measure to make sure it's not more than a 3/4 inch of water above it. For jasmine, you can't go more than 3/4 inch. For regular rice, you go 1 inch, but for the jasmine, because it's parboiled and it's long grain, you have to do it with less water. After you've added your rice and it has started to bubble a little, then you can go ahead and turn down your stove, because you don't want to compromise the bottom of your pot. You don't want to get that little, that harder texture of the rice. You don't want it to be burnt. So you turn it down and you allow it to simmer and cover it, of course.